Hey there. Running a little late. Not late. I got started on time. I don't feel prepared. I was actually a Boy Scout once. You know what the Boy Scout motto is? It's to be prepared. Sometimes it's hard to always be prepared. Sometimes you just got to do your best. Keep going. Move forward. Smile a lot. Love life as best you can. Deal with the ups and downs that we have. And go from there. Good morning. Good morning, user. Good morning, Think Wilson. Good morning, Penizzle. Good morning, Jeremy. Good morning, Resend Passcode. Good morning, Julie, Lyle, and JDS, and Baba, and Jones. I get called that a lot too. And I don't want to talk too much about Breaking Bad, but I didn't watch that much of it. I didn't love it. Hey, Karen, thank you so much for following the host. I appreciate that. I enjoy TikTok. I'm enjoying working on this platform. I'm enjoying doing my little videos. I'm enjoying pursuing my dreams and following my path and living the best life I can. And so I appreciate you following. I hope you enjoy my content. Hang with me. Not every day or video or moment is perfect, but I'm a guy doing as best I can. So thank you all for joining. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Got my dog Holly whining at me. My name is Ken Tracy, and I'm coming at you live from North Naperville, Illinois, where I live in a small ranch home with my dog Holly, enjoying life, trying our best to live in the moment and get a little better every day and do the right things and spread some positivity to the world. Also doing our best to enjoy some coffee, and that I am very consistent at and very solid at. And with that in mind, I got about, I don't know, maybe half a pot of coffee. I don't know, it says 6 cups. It's the pumpkin spice. I made it at about 6 o'clock this morning. Had a fairly busy morning already. And I'm so excited about the day. So wherever you are, do you see the steam coming? I love that. I love seeing the steam coming. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope you got some a hot cup of coffee in front of you as well. Cheers to us. Oh, again, it's the pumpkin spice and it's delicious. Made it a couple hours ago, but for those concerned, it's still delicious. I'm going to grab my phone. We're going to go into the living room. Sometimes I do this show outside. I live in Naperville, Illinois. By the way, I've just spent the last 15 minutes right before this show on my hands and knees scrubbing my floor. The nice thing, and I'm a realtor by trade. I sell homes for a living. I do okay. Don't do great, but do okay. About living in a small home is it doesn't take very long. That's one of the nice things. It doesn't take very long to clean. And again, I was on my hands and knees and covered just about the whole, it's all hardwood, whole house in probably 15 minutes. And I swept before that, and it feels good to at least be walking around because I got a dog, Holly. One of the troubles of having a small home is my dog, Holly, leaves her footprints all over. There's not many places to walk. That's what the outside of my house looks like. Those are the chairs I often sit in when I'm doing my videos in the morning. There is my Frisbee golf cage, which I don't use a heck of a lot. I used to play more. I kind of think that's a drinking sport, and I gave up drinking about 11 months ago. And I don't know, I haven't played it very much since, but the kids across the street often come over and they'll play. There's the park that I often hang out in with my dog. I hear a siren going down the street. I live next to Washington here in Naperville, Illinois, which is probably the biggest thoroughfare through the town. My dog Holly is wondering what she can contribute to today's show. I'm not sure she's going to contribute a whole heck of a lot except getting some pets. She needs a little bit of a haircut. And here she is. I talked about it. I do a video every morning. Some people love it. Some don't love it so much. Either way is fine by me. And I talked about it in my video this morning. And she's a bird dog. She jumps through bushes and shrubs and looking to flush birds. I'm not a hunter. She could relax. She does not need to flush birds. She could just go about our day, but no. And she's got a bunch of burrs on her beautiful soft coat. Do you need a groomer? I know a good one. It's interesting you say that. Maybe. I don't know, Jade, maybe. I have one that we were taking her to, but honestly, she had a hard time cutting her hair. Couldn't finish it last time because Holly's got a lot of energy and a lot of enthusiasm for life, and sometimes struggles with, sitting still. It's funny. I took her for a long walk this morning. It's part of our routine. I take her for a nice walk every day, but it doesn't matter how far we go or how much exercise she gets or what she does. As soon as we get back here, she'll lay on her bed and usually kind of drift off to sleep, which is nice. Thank you so much for following, Denise. I appreciate you. But if I get up to go to the washroom or, I don't know, do anything, go get something out of the kitchen, she hops up and thinks we're, just an idea, sorry if that's out of line. Benadryl. Oh, you mean for the grooming? Am I an apartment person? I don't even know what that means, an apartment person. What is an apartment person? Kind of dark in here. By the way, I rent this home and got separated about 11 months ago. And I rent this home, and I'm so fortunate to have found it because I don't live in an apartment. I live in a small single-family home in North Naperville. I just said. Again, a small single-family home in North Naperville. And I love it. It's got a fenced yard. It's got a fire pit. It's got a detached garage. No, it's not a duplex. And it's in an awesome, awesome neighborhood with big trees and close to downtown. And again, I talked about it before. By the way, I need some water. Am I going to do it? I don't know. Did you guys watch yesterday or the day before? Dribbling on myself. I went to Illinois, for those that are wondering. University of Illinois. I graduated. There's no houses connected to my house. I went to the University of Illinois and I graduated in 1990. So I'm still a big fan, still drink a lot of water. I believe in good habits over time make all the difference. And I did a video about this a month or so ago. Holly, do you want to go out back? I might take Holly out back. Come on, Holly, let's go out back. I texted you yesterday. Are you sure you texted me? You might have texted the wrong number, Jade. I got a text from somebody. I studied finance. I don't know that you texted the right number, Jade. My number is 630-697-0536. I got one text, and it was from somebody. You live in Warrenville. I got one text from somebody that lived in Aurora or South Naperville. And anyway, back to my coffee. Yeah, Jade. Oh, this coffee's good. For those that are wondering and are local to the area, hold on one second here. Are local to the area, I have these Coffee with Ken mugs. I ordered probably 300 of them. I probably got about 25 left. Hey, back up a bit at Wingman. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining Super Sports. I like to give them out, people. Hold on one second here. Hey, Doggy, I appreciate your wanting to ask questions, but I don't know if you're joking or serious. So slow down with the questions. I don't need 10 a minute from you. I appreciate conversation, but I'd also ask you to slow down with the questions. Anyway, What was I saying? Oh, I give these mugs out to people that are local. And good morning, Greg. How are you? I'm looking forward to talking to you after this show. I'm looking forward to talking to you after this show and hopefully getting your situation straight, because I had the exact same problem. And I did a video about it, and I helped a young lady out of Miami get her account back here on TikTok. And I bet I can help you get it out as well. Yeah, if you can give me a call later, I'd be happy to answer it. So let's have a little more coffee. How you guys doing? You're a good man. You're a good man, Greg. You said some kind words to me yesterday. I feel so much better today. I was having a bad few days. Sometimes that happens. I'm a real emotional guy. I have swings in my emotions. I'll cry. I'll be extremely happy. And I kind of wear them on my sleeve. And I like to do this video, and I think my goal is to spread a little, love and joy. It seems like what I do. If I walk in, I walked into a T-Mobile store. I'm having issues with my phone. And I think I'm going to be getting the iPhone 14. I'm not able to use various functions on my phone. I'm having what's called a ghost touch take over my phone at times and push random buttons and do random things. And there's a whole top layer on this phone that I can't access. And let me tell you, there's a lot of things. The whole screen is meant to be utilized. And if I haven't been able to upload videos or post on various sites or do various things, thank you so much for following me. I appreciate that, Andrea and Super Sports, because of that. So I'm never one to get the latest and greatest technology. I'd be fine with this phone. Late to the party. Good morning. Hi, Terry. Thank you. Good morning to you. Again, I'm not one, I don't know, maybe I'm a little cheap by nature. But I think if you're always trying to get the latest and greatest, you're never going to be satisfied with what you have. And honestly, I'm fine with this phone. I got no issue other than it's stopping working. So I've got several issues. And I do a lot of videos. And the stress, and I'm also a realtor. So if I'm trying to text somebody and it flips out of text and suddenly I'm on LinkedIn and I send a post to LinkedIn because I was trying to text a client, it can get frustrating. And it goes in spurts where it's worse, and sometimes it's totally unfunctioning. And again, the iPhone 14, I would have gotten a new phone already. But I guess the iPhone 14 is coming out. And I have an iPhone 12. I'm going to get the iPhone 14. I was in a mobile store yesterday, or T-Mobile store. Good morning from New York, Hope. I love the name Hope. I also love the name Joy. Hope and Joy. Those are good words. Good names. Good morning, Keith. Thank you so much for joining. No updates available. I don't know what that means. Not worth it, in my opinion, if you get the Pro, in my opinion. I appreciate that, Hendricks. If you don't get the Pro, well, I got to get a phone. We're talking about a whole bunch of stuff. Right now, we're talking about my phone and the ghost touch that's afflicted it. And struggling with it, and being a realtor, and being a guy that likes to upload videos, and a guy that loves TikTok and loves uploading things and hopes. Oh, no, it's not updates. It's just going crazy. I've given up trying to fix it. I'm getting a new one to 16 because I'm having issues. I'm at 12. Yeah, no, it's definitely not working, and it's not an update thing. And I don't want to be boring and talk about cell phones, because that's got to be boring. I do believe, I'll talk about anything. Hey, and I feel silly doing this, but this is going to be the third day in a row I'm going to do it. I usually, do you make video tours of the homes yourself? Sometimes I do. I didn't last time. It was a small one-bedroom condo. I have issues with my 12 too. I do videos. I tell you what, it's a weird market right now. And it's a weird real estate market. It still is. And I'm in the Midwest. I'm right outside of Chicago. And homes are still selling really, really quickly here. And there's still a lack of inventory. And as a real estate agent, I think a lot of people think that would be awesome news because homes are selling quickly. But honestly, if there's not a lot of homes to sell, if there's not, if you have a question, just ask the question. I appreciate you raising your hand. But if there's not a lot of homes to sell, it's hard selling a lot of homes. And there's so few homes available. I live in a fairly sizable town, so there's stuff to see. But still, if you're just kind of kicking the tires, by the time you take your second kick, the home's going to be under contract. And you still got to really want to buy a home. We're seeing it slightly change over where it was 6 months ago. And the market is changing a little bit. I know it was happening on the edges of the country and down in Texas, slowing down a little bit. But it's still pretty darn fast here in the Midwest, or at least where I live in Naperville. And I'm hoping for more inventory. I love looking at homes. But every home that pops up on the market is under contract. And if I had a slow day in real estate, I used to go out and maybe preview homes and shoot videos of them as best I can. But we're not allowed, they're gone so quickly. There's just not much to go look at. And I live in a nice neighborhood called Naperville Heights. Not nice. It's a fine neighborhood. It's a great neighborhood. I love it. And what was I going to say? There's just no new homes popping up on the market. I'm still waiting for your question, Mr. Santos. You raised your hand. I've called on you. You don't need to raise your hand, although I think it's generally pride. How's the higher interest rate affected the market? It's probably slowed it down a little, but not a ton. There's, again, the last home, it was a small condo in Lisle. I put it on the market for $150,000. Weird in the house. I've seen all sorts of weird stuff. Going to University for Law and just recently started broker's license. Any tips from? Build a database. Get to know people. Chase your passions. Do what you love to do and make friends in that arena. If you love kids, for instance, I don't know, become a bus driver. It's way harder, Jack, than most people think. I've been doing it for 17 years, and I thought I was going to knock the cover off the ball because whatever. Because I thought I was. But it is way harder than most people think. There's a ton of quality realtors out there that are savvy business people, that are good communicators, that know all about decorating and know all about staging. And there's a lot of good agents out there. And honestly, the competition's way more than I expected. So be prepared to be challenged. Be prepared. If I'm him, I'm becoming a lawyer. If he's going to law, just become a lawyer. I know a jillion realtors struggling. And it was funny. My real estate attorney was off with his family in Paris. And my mortgage broker, honestly, was in Greece the other day. And I don't know. You got to really want it. You got to really want it to be a real estate agent. And it's more challenging than most people know. If you're not in the top 10% of people selling homes, you're living paycheck to paycheck if you're lucky. Is there a demand for Hispanic? Hey, there's demand for everybody. The cool thing about real estate, it doesn't matter if you're black, white, yellow, green, whatever. It just doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. You find whoever you like to work with and whoever is comfortable working with you. And whether you're, you find your people, whatever they are. Sure, there's demand for Hispanic agents, but there are Hispanic agents out there as well. So I'm sure it's challenging no matter what demographic you put yourself in. It's a cool business, but it's a business, and it's not a job. You don't get benefits. You don't get salary. Sometimes you're stressed. Good morning, Jackie. Thank you for joining. Sometimes stresses hit you and bills keep coming and closings down and the market changes, and sometimes you sell, 4 homes in a month, and sometimes you don't sell any. And the months you sell 4, it's great. The months you don't sell any, it's not as good. So let's have a little more coffee. I so appreciate you guys watching today. I usually talk for about half an hour, and that's my plan today. I got a day I'm excited for. I have my son at 3:00, and I'm looking forward to seeing him. His smile lights up my day. I got some work I want to do today. Running a little bit behind because I had a great night's sleep. I'm usually up at like 4:30 in the morning and get a bunch of stuff done early in the morning. But I was able to sleep till 6 and enjoy the comfort and enjoy the relaxation that was my bed. And it felt so good. Took Holly on a nice walk this morning around my beautiful little neighborhood. And looking forward to my day. Got a bunch of coffee I'm going to be drinking. Got a bunch of videos I'm going to be shooting. Going to be anticipating my new iPhone 14 that I'm going to have. Yeah. So there's a lot to be thankful for. I'm trying to read the comments. I'm just going to drink a little coffee. Coffee always helps. Coffee always helps. You still struggle, though. What do you guys want to talk about? I talk about so much. I'll talk about like mental moods. I'll talk about drinking. I'll talk about real estate. I'll talk about business. I'll talk about the stock market. I'll talk about economy. About 400 homes for sale in Naperville. Are you listing agent for... No, I'm not the listing agent for 400 homes in Naperville. Boy, I wish I was. There's four. I think I did that like a week ago. At the time, if you looked at all the condos and single-family homes available at that time. And when I say available, just for the record, I mean not under contract. So you could actually go and write an offer for them today, that there were 400 homes for sale in Naperville that day. So that's what I meant. Jade, I appreciate you. I'd still get you a mug. It looks kind of dry out. You live fairly close. Again, I'm right at Washington and Ogden in Naperville. And I appreciate you guys talking amongst yourselves. Are you talking about the Warrenville target? I guess I could just sit here and drink my coffee and let you guys chat. That's what I'm going to do. So quiet. So peaceful. I have no idea about app or websites for house auctions. I don't get involved in auctions of houses. Good morning, Mark. How are you? Quiet is good. And again, I'm learning, that Warrenville Target, I'm there. I live 2 miles from there. Jade, if you want a coffee mug, I will meet you at the Starbucks outside of that Target at 9:30 today. Text me, let me know if that's okay. I'm going to let you go or not worry about getting you a mug. I feel I'm codependent in life. I worry about things and I worry about stuff and I worry about getting things checked off my list. And once I put there's a woman I've been trying to get a mug to for weeks. And I think it's way more important to me than it is to her. And text me. And you got my proper text number, I hope. 630-697-0536. And we can hook that up because, again, it's 2 miles from my house. I wouldn't mind checking out another start. The picture, I appreciate you asking. My mother grew up in Scotland. Jackie, as far as codependency, I read Codependent No More by Melody Beattie, and it was life-changing. I didn't even know what codependent was till about 9 months ago. Oh, you work at Crate and Barrel? Huh? Cool. The picture behind me is a picture of St. Andrews. And my mother grew up in Scotland. She was there till 1962, I believe. And she met my dad in Germany, and she took a boat over here and got married to my father. And language letting go. Yeah, I should check that out. But I love Codependent No More. It was life-changing. I read her follow-up, too. And it's totally changed. I think everyone should read that book. I think everyone's shades of codependent. And we need to realize that, Jackie, I don't know anything about house auction apps or websites. I know nothing. Not supposed to be in here, but nobody knows. I'm a call center employee. Oh, wow. That's funny. So anyway, my mother grew up in outside of Edinburgh, Scotland, and we would go visit, especially when I was younger. And I took a trip there with my two older brothers, my cousin Peter, and my my cousin Peter and my grandpa Peter. Good morning, midlife investment mama or investing mama. And it was weird because it's it's probably the most famous golf course in the world, and it's a super private club. But we got into the clubhouse, and we were, I don't know, 16, 17, 18 years old or something like that. I read the language, let him go, every year, love Melly. Yeah, she's awesome. She's awesome. And we ran across the 1st and 18th fairway, which seems crazy. Seems like we'd get arrested for doing that, but we did it. And again, that's a picture I have of St. Andrews. I used to play a lot of golf. I don't really golf as much anymore. And I don't know, I stink. I don't like doing things that I stink at. And I sure stink at golf right now. It feels so good when you hit a good shot. But if you never hit a good shot, it's just not that fun. And, I'd hit a good drive occasionally, but my irons are pitiful. I used to, if I had a pitching wedge in my hand, I don't want to overly talk golf, but I'd think, hey, I'm going to hit it close to the hole. Now, if I'm lucky, I hit it in a sand trap by the green. I sculled the sand shot over the green. I end up taking an 8 on a hole I was thinking I should birdie. Very frustrating. Let's have a little more coffee. She did, when she was younger, I don't ever remember her having an accent. I was born in 68. I was born in 68. She passed a couple of years ago after like an 8-year deal with Alzheimer's, which is a weird thing. And some people would say she had an accent, but I never noticed it. I think she was very good at languages and she knew several languages. And as such, I think she picked up the manner, the voice inflections quickly of here in the States. And when we'd go back and visit Scotland, she'd quickly revert back. And what's funny is I start picking up, I start using the words and saying the things and talking with a little bit of an accent as well. And I'm sure we all probably do when we move, or when we go visit other places. And it's kind of fun. I miss Scotland. It's such a beautiful place. Codependence Anonymous. It probably wouldn't be bad. I struggle with it. I used to wait tables. The guilt I felt when somebody had a half-filled glass of water. It was horrible. I almost couldn't wait tables. First of all, I got shaky hands by nature. And so my hand skills, I did it on my personality if I could. And but I would feel guilty, or I'd be so stressed out that their food's not there, they're not ready. And again, I thought I could fix, save, change people, and you can't fix, save, change people because people are people, and they're going to be who they are and what they are, and that's cool because they should be. I think everyone should be the best version of themselves and be happy with who they are. Not necessarily accepting where they are in the moment, but I also think we should always strive to just get a little bit better every day. And I am going to talk about another book that I've talked about before, Compound Effect. Great book about the impact of small changes in our life over time. And if we try and get a little bit better every day, or versus a little bit worse. If you start a bad habit, whether it's smoking a cigarette or eating crappy food or, I don't know, starting drinking or something. Hey, Greg, thank you. Greg, I don't really make appointments. Just give me a call. You said you'd do it right after this show. That would be a good time. I may be meeting somebody at Starbucks at 9:30. Just give me a call. It's not that hard to do. I can get you squared away in about a 2-minute conversation. So call me in a little bit. But anyway, so it's 8:29. Good morning, John. I appreciate you for joining. Thank you all for joining. Yeah, Greg, I'll get you squared away. I think I can get your account back up. Good luck on the call. What was the name of the book? Compound Effect. Really easy read. And it just talks about two people in the same spot. And I don't know, one saves $1 a week or $5 a week, and one spends $5 extra a week. And the difference and they talk about it with money, with drinking alcohol, with eating crappy food, with watching an hour extra TV versus taking an hour extra TV out of your life, and the impact in your life. And you're not going to see it today or tomorrow or next week or even next month often. But I think people, and I talk about this almost every day, I think people dive in huge when they want to change their lives. Like if you're overweight, you join a gym and you hire a trainer, and then you go work out for 3 hours in that first day, and you check yourself on the scale and you haven't lost any weight, and you're frustrated, and you wake up the next day and you're sore as hell and you can barely move, and you crawl back to the gym and you're dreading it, and you work out for an hour and a half, and then you look on the scale and you weigh the same and then you quit. Versus the small changes over time, going for a little longer walk every morning. I just said, did I say huge? Yeah, you said it's okay, Jackie, and I tried to read it. I got about 75 pages into that. I felt it made it so complicated. I don't like to say bad things about anything. Hello from Pennsylvania, Kate Connor, and I'm going to be wrapping this up shortly because I talked for 31 minutes. I strive to talk for about half an hour. If I kept going, I could probably sit here and talk all day. I got things to do. I'm sure you do as well. But I enjoy this. I enjoy TikTok. Someday I'd love to do this professionally. That's a dream of mine, and I think we should pursue our dreams and do the best we can. And yeah, no, Jackie, I didn't really like it, but I don't want to say anything bad because a lot of people love that book, so whatever. But I stopped after 75 pages. But Compound Effect is such a simple read, and it's just, do something a little better today. Hey, Princess, thank you for joining from Venice. I appreciate you guys all for watching today. I do appreciate you so much. I love seeing new first-time watchers. I do this show at 8 o'clock every morning. I started here on TikTok last November. I've never been an overnight success, really, at anything. But I'm pretty darn determined. And I cracked 1,000 followers on June 23rd. Took me like 7 months. Again, not an overnight success, but I'm about to go over 2,000 followers here in less than 3 months since then. And I'd love to do this somehow in some format, a podcast, a radio show, a talk show for a living someday. I'm not there yet, but I keep plugging along. Thank you so much. I'm so looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing him and getting a little hug. He's a little angel. He is a little angel. But, and I'm looking forward to seeing him. So, I'm going to leave you with that. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're loving yourself. I hope you're forgiving yourself. I hope you're excited about your day. You're enjoying the moment. You're enjoying the sunshines. You're smelling the flowers. And as always, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Gonna have to shut off see again, my phone's not working. I got to shut off the phone to close this app. Bye-bye. Have a great day, guys.